Hello, everyone. This is the Crow, and these are your messages for right now. Welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, for commenting, for liking the videos. I really appreciate it. So, this is a general message for the collective. It is a timeless reading, and I will be pulling a 3-card spread. Okay, so I will be pulling your past energy, your present energy, and your future energy. I will be taking out some oracle cards, also some handwritten messages, and tarot cards. Okay, so thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me in your energy, and I hope this resonates. So let's start with some handwritten messages to see what this reading is about. Oh, okay. Actually, these two want to come out, so I'll take them both. And we have time to move and forgiveness. Okay, so moving away from a connection. Forgiving something from your past, forgiving someone, forgiving yourself in order to move on. Immediately. It's pretty obvious, not just because of what's written, but the energy itself with these cards. This is related to a connection you've had, or you still have that connection, but it's time to move away from it. So you're practicing forgiveness. You don't have to forgive someone face to face. You can forgive them in your heart. You're also forgiving yourself. So, yeah, very specific. Okay, so let's get an oracle card. Let me just shuffle these a bit better. Let's see what the oracle has to say to you. Oh, there we go. It jumped right out. So, trust yourself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they are meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. Okay, so because you are letting go of something, because something is changing, since it's time to move on from something, you might be fearing the future, and this is completely normal, okay? Because change is scary, especially if this relationship that I'm sensing is something that has been in your life for a long, long time. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, okay? It could be a relationship with a family member. It could be a friendship. It could be a relationship with your job, with your career, with the project that you have going on. I do sense people, okay? I do believe this is an interpersonal relationship with someone else that you're letting go of, but it doesn't have to be romantic specifically. It could be for some of you guys. And since you're letting that go, you're needing to trust yourself about this decision. You know it's time to move on. You have to forgive in order to move on. And you're struggling with that. I can sense it. Because there's that fear of change. And maybe you have that sense that, okay, what happens now after I move on from this person, after I move on from this situation? Maybe you feel like your future is not going to be so exciting, or it's going to be lacking something because you can't quite see what's ahead yet. But it is time to move, okay? You might not see it yet, but you will. You will take it step by step, okay? So let's put this oracle card here. And let us get some tarot cards. So I want to see what's in your past energy. What happened in order for you to be in this situation right now. Past energy, please. Thank you. And we have the Three of Cups. Okay, so there could have been a third-party situation if this was a romantic relationship. Yeah, for a lot of you, that's exactly what happened. That's not what this card talks about, okay? It can be read that way depending on the energy. This card is a card that talks about celebration. These people are toasting, okay? They're making a toast. And they're happy. They're celebrating some kind of achievement. They're celebrating their happiness, their love, their friendship, okay? It's harvesting season here, you know. We can see the pumpkins there. These people have grown something and they're happy because of it. Their cups are filled and they're celebrating together, you know. It's a card of community. But in some cases it can be read as third party, and that's what I feel here. Maybe that's why you have to practice forgiveness. You might blame yourself for this. Maybe you thought that the reason why someone did you wrong was because of yourself. Let's see what's in your current energy right now. I do sense you're realizing that it's time to go. This might be just happening right now. Whenever you find this current energy, please. Yeah, we have the moon card. Illusions. Illusions. Very sentimental, very emotional. Releasing some kind of illusion here. You're realizing this now. You're realizing that someone was not what they've shown you. Someone was not who you thought they were. And you are dealing with your own emotions right now with this moon card. There's some kind of battle here inside you, an emotional battle of sorts. And I mean, no wonder if someone really hurt you, which I feel like they've done that. If someone really hurt your feelings, then it's no wonder that you're feeling uneasy and not only disappointed, but also maybe you're not really sure how to deal with this disappointment, because I don't think you were expecting this. But this is a general reading, okay, guys? This might not be the exact case for all of you. But I do connect with some energies and I do have some messages for certain people. Okay, so if this is not your reading, then it's not your reading. But if some of it is resonating with you, but not all of it, then take what resonates, okay, and apply it to your situation. Just don't force anything to fit. Let's see what's in your future energy. Okay. Let's take a look at what's coming. Thank you. I just heard dozed off. Dozed off, as in fell asleep heavily. Maybe that's how you were. I know I'm asking for the future energy, but I think you were asleep in this relationship, as in you trusted this so much that you weren't really looking for anything. You weren't really, how can I say this? What am I feeling here? You trusted this completely. You were not doubting anything. You weren't doubting this energy at all. You trusted it. Like you dozed off and something happened. Maybe that's how you feel right now. Like your eyes were closed. That also comes along with the moon card, with the illusions. Your eyes were closed and maybe you feel like if you were paying attention, you might have seen this coming. But guys, whatever happens, it was meant to happen, okay? Whatever happened, it was meant to happen. Let's see. Okay, and we have in your future energy the King of Wands. So some of you guys might have fire placements in your chart. Heavy fire energy here with the King of Wands. You are very ambitious. You are someone who's usually confident. You have charisma and self-esteem. You know what you want. You go after what you want. You are someone who's very grounded. I also feel that. And stable. You don't really need anyone to support you or anyone to excite you. you kind of have that lust for life, and you have a very good energy. And this is what's in your future. I feel like this is you already. And I think that what's coming for you is that after this, after moving on from this situation, this relationship, you are going to be coming back into your power. If this is not you, this could be someone you're dealing with. I don't think this is the other energy I'm picking up on. I don't feel that. I feel this more directly to you in your energy. I don't know quite how to explain that, but that's how I feel. I also heard master. So you're either mastering something in your future, maybe mastering your emotions, or you're a master of sorts. Maybe some of you guys are taking some kind of degree in some teaching, teacher. But yeah, in your future energy, I'm sorry guys, having the King of Wands is very good. King of Wands is focused on his desires. The King of Wands is someone who lives life joyfully because he follows what he enjoys. Okay, he's the counterpart to the Queen of Wands. And if you think about the Queen of Wands card, she has the sunflower with her. She follows the sun. Okay, and the King of Wands is a similar vibe, but a bit more grounded. Okay, and it is a vibe of someone who's not also afraid to invest in what they want and what they desire. So I think you're going to be coming back into yourself after this transition. You just have to practice some forgiveness right now. Okay, but let's clarify this card so that I can get a bit more of what happened here. Tell me about this Three of Cups in the past energy, please. Thank you. Three of Cups. Okay. Let me see. Thank you. We have the Hanged Man. Seeing things from a different perspective. So in the past, something happened that opened your eyes. Yeah, this makes total sense because I heard that dozed off. That dozed off phrase, like you were asleep for a long time, you were not paying attention to something, and then all of a sudden you gained a new perspective. You know, the Hanged Man, he sacrificed the use of his legs so that he could gain enlightenment. And I think that's what you did, not literally speaking, but metaphorically speaking. You sacrificed something in order to gain enlightenment. There was something that you did in the past that allowed you to see things clearly. I also think that you kind of stepped away from your feelings for a bit so that you could understand what was happening around you with this Three of Cups. I'm going to get something more here. Tell me more about the Three of Cups, please. Tell me more. Three of Cups, Hanged Man. If I can, please. Okay, I'll shuffle one more time. Let's see if I can get some more on that. I don't want to force it, but I would like to get more. Just bear with me, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, King of Swords, seeing clearly. Yeah. Yes. Oh, Seven of Swords. Okay, so it's like I said, there was some, yeah, there was something that was hidden from you. Something was hidden from you. With the Seven of Swords, this is not the only thing that this card means. I actually really like the Seven of Swords, okay? It is a very positive card in general. It is a card that talks about finding another way to do something, finding another solution to something. Okay, but in this case in specific, it is a card that's talking about lying, you know, cheating, he's stealing those swords from that army in the background there. So yeah, someone completely did you wrong. And also the fact that we have the King of Swords. This could be the other person's energy. But what I felt right away when I grabbed this King of Swords was seeing things clearly, just like I was saying with that Hanged Man. So something happened and you cut something out with the King of Swords. You used your sword, you cut something out. And like I said, you might have even kind of stepped away from your feelings for a bit, so to speak, went into a more logical, more rational state of mind so that you could see something clearly and so that you could cut it out of your life because you knew that it was time to move. You cut someone out of your life because that person was not being respectful towards you at all. They were not being honest with you, even though you did not see it coming. I think you trusted the situation and then you got like caught up in something and you realized that something was not okay and you took a step back and then you saw that something was not okay and you decided to cut it. Okay, so let's clarify the Moon card, please. Let me get more on your current energy. Why is the Moon card here? Thank you. The Hermit. No wonder. I mean, no wonder you're going into hermit mode. It doesn't really surprise me to see this card, and it's actually, I believe, the right thing for you to do right now. There's no wrong thing, okay? But I do get a very comforting feeling from this hermit mode vibe that... I'm sorry, guys. I just have a lot of thoughts. So... you might have to be even pushing people away at this time. Maybe the person that you turn your back on, this energy, is not accepting this very well. I don't think they knew that you know what you know. I don't think they were expecting you to find out whatever it was that they were hiding from you. And they might not be taking this lightly. And you're kind of isolating yourself right now, going into hermit mode with your emotions. You know, having the Hermit, clarifying that Moon card, this is all about your inner conflict, okay? It's all about, it's an internal job that you're doing right now after something that was hurtful, after a heartbreaking situation. I wouldn't be surprised if the Three Swords came out. And that's exactly what you should be doing, kind of protecting yourself right now, okay? But just remember that we are not supposed to stay in hermit mode for a long time, okay? This is a journey, okay? The person on this card, they took a journey to the top of that mountain because they wanted to gain more wisdom. They wanted to understand themselves better, and they wanted to find their North Star, okay? They have it. They see it. And once time comes, they will, you know, put that lantern down towards their feet and freeze themselves from the top of that mountain. And then they'll come down the mountain into the energy of the King of Wands. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. You're like regaining your strength right now. Because remember, this is who you truly are. This is your truest energy, and you are coming back to it. Okay, it might not seem like it right now because you are hurt, and that's understandable. But working on forgiveness is very important. Forgiving yourself, okay? Sometimes people just hurt us, and we might feel like we're to blame, okay? But forgiving ourselves and understanding why things happened is going to open more doors of understanding. It's going to allow the energy to flow better for you, and especially it's going to avoid you repeating the same thing, the same pattern, okay? Tell me about the King of Wands. What's with the King of Wands in the future? Your energy, your future energy. Thank you. I think there's more. Give me a second. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so clarifying the King of Wands, we have the Two of Swords and we also have the Magician. Okay, so Two of Swords is kind of this or that way of thinking, only seeing two solutions to a problem, only seeing two paths when there's actually more options. Okay, whenever we see blindfolds in the tarot, it asks us to trust our intuition. It is a message for us to go within, okay, and trust. This can be hard, of course, when we're suffering. There's actually third card here. Oh, my voice is cracking. I'm sorry. There's actually also the Nine of Cups. This is amazing with that Magician. Okay. So yeah, I believe that this Two of Swords is showing up in your future energy, clarifying that King of Wands, because you are changing your path. Right now, you are in this position, reflecting. You are healing yourself. You are practicing forgiveness. Okay? You are forgiving a situation. You are forgiving what happened. You are understanding it and you are moving away from it. It's necessary to understand it and to go within. But this that happened is changing the course of your life. It's changing the path you were on, like extremely, okay? And because of that, we have the Two of Swords in the future, because there's some kind of emotional decision that's going to come up in the future, probably related to the path you're going to be walking. So after a huge change in your life, maybe even in your routine, in your just day-to-day life, once you feel renewed, once you feel stronger, wiser, yeah, but once you feel stronger, once you feel more capable, not that you're not capable now, but once you feel back in your energy, you will have to make a decision and you will have to trust your intuition in order to make that decision. Okay, we have the Magician, which is the ability to transmute energy. Okay, the Magician can use any of the tools in that are on that table. He masters all of them. He also has the infinity symbol on top of his head, so there's limitless knowledge, limitless understanding of things, limitless paths, activities, limitless skills. He can do anything. He's the Magician. And this is in your future energy. You will have the world at your feet. You will be able to do whatever you want with your life. This is very, very good. Okay, it's card number 1. It's the start of something new that you have in your hands. Okay, you have this in your hands in your future energy. Once you've completely moved away from that past situation that was hurtful. And then we also have the Nine of Cups, which is a great omen because the Nine of Cups is a very, very abundant energy, very stable. I feel like when it comes to your emotions, you are going to feel so much stronger once you've digest all of this. You will be sitting in your energy with such confidence. With such confidence. This together is an amazing combo. Okay? And you will not be lacking. Maybe if you're thinking that after this change, after leaving someone behind, after maybe a divorce or the end of some kind of relationship, the end of some kind of important connection that you had, maybe you're not sure of what your life is going to be like, or if you're going to be able to make it, or if you're going to be as abundant or as independent. You are, okay? There's the Nine of Cups, independent and abundant, having more than enough, sitting pretty, having something again. You will have something again. That's what's coming up with this card. Whatever stability you had, whatever fulfillment you had, you will have it again. You are healing and you will get to that point again. I just noticed that we have one card there that stayed there when I grabbed the deck to shuffle for your future energy. So I'm actually going to take that card because it's really calling out to me. I don't know why it stood there, but everything happens for a reason, right? So let's see. What's that last card? We have the Ace of Swords. This is a victory. And you know, I love to see this because this is you realizing that the decisions you've made, they were worth it. You can have this Ace of Swords. You can have this victory. Maybe you don't feel like it now because you are in your emotions. But this in your future energy, with all of this abundance that we see, with the Magician, with being able to transmute energy, with being able to decide what you are going to do, being able to choose, and realizing just, wow, I can do all of these things. I'm not restricted at all. Realizing that you have the Ace of Swords, a clear victory. Swords represent our thoughts, our logical mind. So if right now you are in a position where you feel like you can't really trust your thoughts because of what happened, because you need to go inside and you need to understand. Maybe you're in this position where you feel like, okay, I need to understand why I allowed this to happen, why I didn't see this coming, why I trusted this person even in getting. Once you understand that, you are coming back into your power, your mental power is going to be back, okay? With that fire energy, which is a perfect combination because fire and air, because this is air energy, okay, this is fire energy, wands, swords. It's a good combination because it's having the will to do something and having the knowledge to act on it. Okay? Great, guys. So I do sense that you are in the midst of all of this still, but you are going to get through this, okay? And what's coming in is very good for you. It's feeling more like yourself again, okay? And if for some of you guys were wondering, am I right to do this? Did I do the right thing by leaving this person behind or this situation, by moving away from it? Yes. It was about time. You were only wasting your energy in that situation, okay? So I want to take one last oracle card before we close the reading. This will be advice for you or just a supportive message to get you going through this time. Rose-colored glasses. I think that's how you were. You know, some people just have that ability. And sometimes we just don't want to see things, okay? I've experienced that too, okay? Sometimes we just don't want to see. Sometimes we know deep down that something's not right, but we don't want to accept it. We don't want to see it because it's hurtful. And your rose-colored glasses just came off and you could see things clearly. Okay, so let's get an advice for you. A message I would like it to fly out. Thank you. So let's see. Perhaps you are reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift. One chapter after another, you are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle with yourself. And yeah, I cannot make this up. It makes total sense. Be kind and gentle to yourself. Forgive yourself, okay? Chapters ending. Time to move. Just like that. Like I said, I don't think you were expecting this. And it might have come as a shock, this change that's happening, but you can do it. You can totally do it, okay? Take good care of yourself. It's all about you now. And I don't say this in a selfish way, not at all. But if you want to take care of others, you must take care of yourself first. You must process what happened. So if you need time for yourself, take that time for yourself. Don't blame it. Don't blame yourself for wanting to prioritize your needs, your desires, okay? Take that time for yourself. You deserve it and you need it. That's how you'll heal. Doing good things for you. Whatever is that is for you, exercising, going to the movies, having fun, going out with your friends, taking a long bath, taking a walk, going to the beach, sunbathing, I heard. Whatever that is, whatever you enjoy doing, do that. It can be tons of things. It's going to be different for all of you guys, but do that. And just, if you have to ignore everyone else for a couple of days, do it. Shut down your phone. I mean, we all have responsibilities, I know that, but even if it's just for an hour or two, shut it down. Have that time for yourself, okay? And you will be okay. So, guys, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you next time. Stay strong.